This is a highly anticipated review, not by my audience in particular, but for me, as an anime viewer. In a long time coming, as I was willing to give this title a shot by the beginning of last year, Angel Beats is a rather popular anime in the community. Many have heard of it, and even casual viewers might have given it a try. What I'm trying to say is that this show has an impressive premise and memorable characters. This is a rare case of an anime perfectly being able to balance its silliness and comedy with drama. Angel Beats has such a fitting opening song. It sets the tone so well for what the show wants to present. You see the main character finds himself in a reality between life and death, where most people are NPCs stuck in a high school simulation. Young people who have died unfair and regretful deaths are brought here to cope with their fate and accept their past lives. Most of them have amnesia, they can barely remember their regrets, and it is on this very premise that the anime also introduces an imminent threat known as Angel.
That's not yet dead Battlefront's enemy, Angel.
She's a cute petite high school girl who at first glance seems to be harmless and innocent until she stabs you in the chest and lets you bleed on the floor to your death.
And Sonic.
Well, death is an abstract concept in this weird reality. You see, everyone has kicked the bucket already, therefore they cannot die anymore. They simply reset and come back as nothing ever happened. It came as a surprise to the main character, as he got stabbed numerous times.
Oh yeah, that joke, right? That's funny. Die 100 times! Die!
And the only proof of the aggression were his torn clothes after regaining consciousness. We also get numerous plot threads to match the emotional journey of the main character, and it is done rather well. You see, a bit of action and comedy comes in as the perfect counterpart to the tragedy that makes them fun and entertaining. We get side missions as procuring weapons to fight angels, or stealing meal tickets from the NPCs, or even better, playing baseball against their archenemy, also further developing one of the characters. I like the concept of the show. I often think of how unfair my childhood was and how odds were stacked against me. But now that I hear their tragic stories, I start to reevaluate my life from the beginning. The anime deals with circumstances and personal failure, something every human is way too familiar with. It is the harsh realization of reality, which is unforgiving and cruel. The boss girl of their band of troublemakers has the most tragic story of them all. Not only was she unfortunate enough to witness the death of her siblings, but she was also feeling responsible for their fate. And I thought arguing with my mom are bad memories. Damn. That she has a world on her shoulders. Speaking of which, the protagonist joins the little club, just like in any other anime that deals with supernatural.
It's a rule that in stories with strange things going on, you need to have one Moa character.
She is right. Any anime with strange occurrences has a Moa character in it, and this time we have Angel.
Where are you going? The test is about to start.
Well, I'm getting nervous, so...
She seems less evil than the others make her out to be, right from the beginning, and her purpose in existence is an intriguing mystery, which only adds to the tension and mystique of the anime. I like the club name, by the way. In the dub version, the abbreviation makes no sense whatsoever. Still, it made me chuckle when I heard how the club is supposed to be called.
We are Class SSS.
That's right. We're dealing with SSS here. The fact that they wear the symbol on their arms does not help reduce suspicions either. I like how unapologetic animes. They do whatever looks and sounds good in the moment without fear of misinterpretation. When it comes to characters, Angel Beats presents an intriguing and yet expendable cast of weird personalities. Girl seems to get the most attention and development, which is fine by me. I usually go for the harem anime, therefore having girls take the center stage in a story is as good as it gets. Before I get into that, I'll mention one guy who is indeed interesting and a lot of fun. Hideki seems to be the BFF of the main character. He's very friendly towards him for no reason, which makes Yuzuru a bit suspicious of his intent.
To be honest with you, I'm actually pretty fond of you, man.
Are you gay?
Hell no!
Yeah, I doubt he swings that way, because he tried to grab Yuri's bows.
Don't grab me there!
When he had the opportunity, which kinda gives credit to his claims. Now he ended up in the simulation due to his inability to handle pressure, responsibility, and stress. In the last game of baseball he played, he froze in place and was blamed for losing the game.
He threw our 3 years of hard work down the toilet. He's such a jinx.
It is implied that he got into drugs later on, which somehow led to his untimely death.
Come on, just relax and give it a try, okay? It'll make you feel better.
Now I really like his character arc. It shows how sometimes in life, responsibility can be a crushing burden on one's shoulders, which leads to mistakes and disappointment, both from himself and to the others around him. I like how once he realizes his regret and was about to vanish, his moment was interrupted by energetic pink-haired lolly, who stopped him from coming to terms with himself.
You're open! That's what you get for all those blocks, you...
On the good side, he's gonna remain a character for a bit longer. On the bad side, he has had the chance to make do to his responsibilities and failed yet again. Such complex ideas thrown around in a simple game of baseball. I think this is what makes this anime so memorable. It is its simplicity which makes Angel Beats such a masterpiece in storytelling and character development. Masami is the first character to vanish. She's the school idol. It is through her music that she manages to cope with her tragedy. In her case, I see only bad circumstances, which has led to her death. From all the other secondary characters, I really enjoy Eri. She's a ninja, which is sort of weird, but I accepted it because it makes her look good. So yeah, my favorite moment is when she was trying to hold a broomstick on her finger.
Ever since that day, I've been balancing this stupid broom on the tip of my finger.
She's a moron.
Her commitment and determination was so adorable. It was hard for me not to chuckle when she even agreed to play baseball while still holding the thing. My favorite episode has to be the one when our gang of troublemakers decide to trash Angel's reputation and force her to step down from her pseudo-constant president position. I gotta say, this comedy at its best. Right when the show might have gotten a bit too dramatic, I experienced a more fun adventure in this weird simulation of high school life. You see, Yuri has gotten to the conclusion that Angel's common capabilities might be connected to her social status, and her relentless reinforcement of order on school grounds can also be avoided once she gets stripped of her status. Stripped. I would like to see that physical stripping myself. Yeah, she's just so cute. Anyway, they are planning to make her fail all her exams and ruin the trust and confidence the Sun body entrusted into her. There's just one big issue to start with. We don't know her name yet. And this might have been a quest on itself, but user easily manages to find it out just by simply asking her.
Who, me? I'm Tachibana.
First name?
My first name? It's Kanade.
It is implied that Angel might not be the unstoppable emotionless killing machine they assumed she was, but a fellow classmate who is tasked with maintaining peace on the campus. Maybe her actions are provoked by their discretions, and otherwise there is no personal quarrel between them. The protagonist even considers recruiting her once she loses her authority.
Then maybe Angel might be willing to join up with the Battlefront now?
This instance leads to a clever moment when it is acknowledged how pointless their personal little war was. But before this happened,
Just how many of our friends do you think she toasted? Well, I mean, everybody's doing just fine, but still.
we get to witness a bunch of innovative techniques being developed to ruin Angel's reputation. I really liked these sketches. It was a lot of fun to see how creative they have gotten in trying to distract her during the exams. from bad eccentric exposure, or even asking her out on a date.
But I've always loved you more than any girl in school, so would you please go out with me?
Then ask me at a better time.
It was all for fun and good sport, until she actually gets fired from her gossip position, and with a new authoritarian regime being implemented, a group of delinquents are starting to question their previous conflict with Angel. I like this. They present so many aspects of life, using an unusual premise which makes the anime feel even more special and unique. Even the title I consider to be a subliminal message. Characters are the angels, and Beats refers to their connection to their previous feelings and regrets they have to address in this simulation. I gave Angel Beats an 8.3 out of 10. This is one of the most intriguing and original anime you can find.